I will tackle about the importance of communication in relation to diplomacy. But first, what is diplomacy? It is said to be the art of lying for one's country, the art of building and maintaining relationships between the governments and international organizations, the art of searching for compromise for decision making on different problems. And this obstacle can only be settled by diplomats. In reality, diplomats serve as the representative of his or her home country by observing and interacting with other countries. And they also creating mutual understanding and peace between states. Of course, this role will never be forgotten by them, and that's their job. Let's go back to the importance of communication. As I've observed and I have realized, the lack of communication can lead to conflict, and this conflict will never be solved without the use of communication. For example, there is an agreement between Italy and Philippines regarding to the military ship, but since the United States offered free military ships, the agreement between Italy and Philippines were not settled due to misconception of the Philippines. This can only be avoided if the proper way of communication is applied. That's why diplomats learn to speak foreign languages to communicate well in other countries, conduct high-level discussion with foreign leaders, write reports to Congress from religious freedom to human rights. They also write speeches for their ambassador and engage social media. All that I've mentioned is related and useful in communication, and it allows to further enhance on how they communicate across cultures. According to Celeste Headley, there are 10 ways on having a good conversation. It is also the same with communication. First, don't multitask. Of course, if you're in a conversation, just be present and focus. One good example is, if you are in the situation of a president just like in a conference, you should know your actions and don't be visible that you're too busy on something. Second, don't pontificate. This means teaching or sermonizing on something. You will feel uncomfortable in your conversation. You must continue the smooth flow of talk. As I said earlier, it can lead to misunderstanding of both parties. Third, use open-ended questions to enable to elaborate ideas and clarify things. Fourth, go with the flow, in a sense that you should be able to talk continuously and must be able to communicate with your partner in any kind of topic. Fifth, if you don't know, then say it direct to the point. Sixth, don't equate your experience with theirs because every individual has their own experiences. 7. Try not to repeat yourself. This can only be avoided if you clearly express your ideas in the first place. 8. Say out the wit. This means you should think outside the box but inside the subject. 9. Listening. Of course, it is the most important skill for us because this can give a good feedback. Lastly, be brief. Talk short but substantive. A good conversation is like a miniskirt, short enough to retain interest but long enough to cover the subject. And there it goes. I hope that you apply this in your conversation. The right communication can help you to solve a lot of problems, a number of issues, resolve problems. At the same time, it enables you to get the trust of the people and bring better opportunities as well. Because if your communication is that good, you may have to face a lot of problems and come across several hurdles in your career. This is also the way to become a good diplomat, a good leader to all. There is no impossible if you try it. Only true communication can human life hold the meaning. Again, I am Metila, a foreign service student. Thank you for listening.